your ruler.
Zod.
Your lands, your possessions, your very lives will gladly be given in tribute to me.
Okay, so I haven't felt like making any videos all week. Just been kind of burnt out, reclusive. We're gonna be checking out the new Matrix trailer, Matrix Resurrections. This trailer dropped a couple days ago, and I've just been procrastinating. This is like, I know I want to fucking check it out, and I know I want to make a reaction to it, but it's at the same time, it's like, and when these trailers come out, it's like there's like a time window of relevancy, of like, oh, okay, if you miss that window of relevancy, it's kind of pointless. It's like, I'm sick of being disappointed. I'm sick of being disappointed with this, with all this fucking bullshit pop culture, trash pop culture we're being fed these days, and the state of the world. Anyways, so let's jump into it. And bam.
Thomas? You seem particularly triggered right now. Can you tell me what happened?
I've had dreams that weren't just dreams. Am I crazy?
We don't use that word in here.
I liked those little flashes of images.
I
Had dreams that weren't just
Have we
dreams.
met?
Pause. I don't want to come off like a crazy person, but I've had dreams that weren't just dreams before too, and it's so weird. Like, I've had dreams where I'm like clairvoyant and in the same room with people. Observing their life, and like they don't like, and then when I wake up, it's like I'm aware of events in their life without them having told me. And then at the same time, it's almost like they felt my presence, and then they reached out to me. Like, so weird. It's like, I don't know, that sounds crazy, but it's like, it feels like that happens. And even if they didn't reach out to me, I just knew that they knew that I knew. Anyways, play again. Play.
One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small. And the ones that mother gives you don't do.
Yeah, dump all those blue pills down the drain.
Go ask
Pour those
Alice
blue pills down the drain. Nobody needs blue
when
pills.
she's 10 feet tall.
time to fly.
Pause.
And
Pause. Fuck the blue pills. Only the red pills. But at the same time, it's like, you saw it right there. You saw Lana Wachowski, right? You saw it. So even though what I've seen so far of this trailer looks good, like the little flashes of old Matrixy iconic images and action sequences while he's in the therapist's office. Those glimpses, the narrative that he's just some guy in this world, and he's reminiscing and having memories of a past life, resurfacing. That's all cool and everything, but I like what I've seen. The music's good. Pretty sure it's Jefferson Airplane, right? I think that's who's playing. Jefferson Airplane. Let me Google on Jefferson Airplane. Yeah, that's who it is. Jefferson White Rabbit by Jefferson Airplane. Yeah, so the music's good. But it's like Lana Wachowski. And this drives me, and that character just now that interacted with Neo with the short purple spiked hair. It's like already I'm like, okay, and now I'm turned off because you just reminded me of the fucking bullshit where this is coming from, right? Who gave us the gems that were the Matrix, the gems of movies that were the Matrix 1, the likes of the Matrix 1 and V for Vendetta, right? Who gave us those movies? The Wachowski brothers, right? Those movies, those glimpses into worlds and situations were given to us by the Wachowski brothers. What was the plot of The Matrix? Wake the fuck up. Look at this broken system we're living in, that we're all being taken advantage. We're all slaves. We're all slaves to the powers that be, which we are. We're all slaves to the 1% that are controlling everything, the narrative, the media, everything, right? And then look at V for Vendetta. V for Vendetta, what was that movie about? Oh, the government released a Iris V on their people that killed 100,000 people, and then that gave the government the excuse to become an authoritarian regime where they play propaganda 24/7 on their TVs and control everyone and institute lockdowns and curfews. And this guy named V comes along and saves this girl and wakes her up to what's going on, sets her free from bending the knee to this regime, and then wakes everyone up and topples the authoritarian government, right? But then what happens to the Wachowski brothers, right, over the next 15 years? What? Just look. I wonder. It makes you wonder. It makes you wonder about these people that show up like the Wachowski brothers or the Andrew Yangs with interesting ideas, right? They show up with interesting ideas, and you're like, oh, these people seem genuine. But then what happens? Then they get assimilated. It seems like what happens, these people show up and they get assimilated and they become part of the evil higher ups. Or they get disappeared. Right? That's what it seems like. Right? Because Andrew Yang is definitely no longer genuine. He's definitely incongruent now. He's definitely not only incongruent, but like full of shit. But originally, when I first saw him, he seemed like a genuine dude. He seemed like he was at least genuine and wanted to help. And now he just seems like he's full of shit. And that's what's going on with the Wachowski brothers. Because the Wachowski brothers of today are not the same people that made these movies. Right? and I'm not even talking about the fact that they transitioned and now they're the Wachowski sisters. I'm not even talking about that. But it's just ironic to me that these same people that saw the philosophical problems of, and they identified them and showed them to others on the big screen through interesting ideas and interesting symbolism and all of that through these movies. And then today they don't see it. Today you got the Wachowski sisters saying, get your axe invaded, people. Bend the knee, people. Obey the lockdowns, people. Obey the curfews, people. They don't seem like the same. They don't seem like the same people, and at the very least, they don't see the irony of the movies that they made 15, 20 years ago. Just weird. Just weird. Alright, continue. Continue the movie trailer. Hold on. Play.
If you want the truth, Neo, you're going to have to follow me.
Yeah, follow the colored hair lady.
The only thing that matters to you is still here. I know it's why you're still fighting and why you will never give up.
You don't know me.
No?
Is he still the one? I mean, does he still have his powers?
After all these years, to be going back to where it all started. Back to the Matrix.
See it in theaters and on HBO Max. What was the date? December 22. December 22nd, 2021. December 22nd, 2021. See it in theaters and HBO Max. That's, okay, so that does look like a nice little end of year treat. The action sequences looked really good, and it's really cool to see Neo doing Neo stuff again. But at the and the nostalgia alone is enough to carry this thing, as long as they don't have any woke nonsense in it. Like, action and nostalgia is enough. Is all I want from this movie. Action and nostalgia is all I want, and all it needs. And all it needs to not be a flop. That's all it needs to be. An added bonus would be if they actually do have a really good plot, right? But all it takes is a little tiny bit of wokeness and a little tiny bit of nonsense propaganda narrative to completely butcher it and subtract from good action, good and good nostalgia. But I liked what I saw. I like Keanu Reeves. He seems like a good dude. All the time he seems like a good dude. And yeah, I mean, who doesn't like The Matrix? I mean, But anyways, just the other stuff is bugging me, you know, like the other stuff about this movie is like, and it hasn't even. It's like like I said in the rant earlier. It's not even. This movie hasn't done anything wrong. It's just the other stuff, and then everything going on in the world, and then. Yeah. Anyways, Keanu Reeves seems like a really good dude. I know he's really rich and everything, so it's like really easy to be dismissive of inconveniences when it comes to money. But like there was like a video where like some lady hit his bike. Some lady hit his motorcycle, and he's like, "Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it." He didn't even take her insurance information or anything. Just don't even worry about it, and just drove away. Like super nice about it. I'm sure he didn't like it. I'm sure he was inconvenienced and like, you know, no one wants their stuff damaged. But it was just really, really cool how he handled it. But anyways,